Taylor, Director of Marketing and Communications here at Iowa REALTORS, and today I'm joined with Greta Haas, our Director of Government Affairs, and we're going to talk a little bit about forms. So Greta, with new admin rules and all of the changes in the real estate landscape, we've gone through some changes with forms. Can you tell me a little bit about what's been happening and why?
Absolutely. So as the industry continues to evolve and we see some of these key timelines come into play for the proposed settlement and also the implementation of the Real Estate Transparency Act, want to make sure that our forms here at II are up to date and the best for our members to use in their practice so they can continue to be successful. So with that, our forms committee, our leadership team, hearing feedback from members across the state, we have been very busy making updates to these forms to make sure that they best serve you in your business. So specifically, we updated 6 of our major most used forms. Those were just released last week, and so I want to give a quick rundown on what we updated in those forms. So the first biggest change you're going to see is in the purchase agreement. So as of August 14th, the rule and administrative rules that says you cannot put compensation into a purchase agreement was eliminated, went into effect. So therefore now you can include compensation in your PA. So we have added language to the IAR purchase agreement that allows you to write in compensation should that be an avenue that your client wishes to employ when making their offer. So a big change coming in there, but hope that that will be a benefit to our members moving forward. Along those lines, we also made some significant updates to the exclusive listing agreement, specifically when addressing the compensation sections. So have now shrunk that down to just simply 2 compensation sections in the exclusive listing agreement. One that will address the listing broker fee, and one that addresses what compensation would be offered to a buyer broker if your seller chooses to want to offer that as an option or as an incentive. So again, just those 2 compensation sections now rather than the multiple we had in the past, really hoping to increase consumer clarity in transactions and make sure that consumers truly understand the documents that they're signing. So those were the major 2. We also made some quick updates to some of the ancillary forms such as the addendums and amendments to make sure that they had that required disclosure language that is required under the settlement, that compensation is negotiable and not set by law. We also updated the buyer agreement to make sure that that compensation section mirrored what is included in the listing agreement to again provide that consumer clarity and make sure that the consumer is truly understanding what they are signing when they're signing these contracts with their agents.
Great. So I know that there was a lot of change that was happening, but everything was really done to kind of streamline the process, bring more clarity for consumers and for agents too. I know that since we have updated some of these forms, we've gotten some questions still. One of those questions is really about the broker to broker agreement. Do we still use that?
So that is up to each individual brokerage. So in the IAR exclusive listing agreement and in the purchase contract, we've updated the language to say that it is an owner-seller direct payment to the buyer broker. However, under the settlement, it is still permissible to have that cooperative compensation, the broker to broker agreement. So that will be a decision that is up to each individual brokerage to employ. Again, we would love if you would use the IR form we provided. It is legal compliant, updated with the settlement. However, there are no mandated forms here in the state of Iowa, and so each brokerage is able and willing to use whatever form best suits their business practice.
Good. And with that said, where can our realtors find these forms?
Absolutely. So our IR forms library is available on both Form Simplicity and Remind. We've also sent out emails to all of the brokers across the state with PDF versions of those forms. Again, keep checking your emails for IR emails. We send a lot of great updates, really pertinent updates on what is happening in the industry as we see things constantly evolving. So want to make sure our members are informed and remain successful in their business.
Absolutely. And then just as a reminder, we're constantly updating our resources on iowarealtors.com. Greta put together a really great blog post just going over all of these forms. So you can see specifically what sections have been changed or updated recently. We'll continue to provide that information to all of our members. We want to make sure that you have all of the resources and all of the data and all of the information to keep moving forward in this changing landscape.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Greta.
Yeah.